them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. A nice little juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the set. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Johnston. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they want to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
Viking 18. Cougar 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Under.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Walk to the right. Buggy.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses the board out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. As Stroud now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Gibbs. Touchdown, Houston.
Gibbs, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Houston.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 are fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
This fielded right at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Johnston. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for picking up the 1st down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the Rams at 5-4 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he needed to get to the midfield strike, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short.
But it's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Kool1. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 4-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Again, it's Kool1. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
Come on, set. 19, Charger, 9. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Johnston. Now a run here off the up. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
3rd and 19.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. Johnston. To the left side, he finds Toussaint. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
A 10-yard gain.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Texans
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
On the quick, right? Look to high, look to high. 118. That's it. Hey, oh, boy.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, south. Hey.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing that.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud off the play fake. He'll try and do this himself. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14, Rams, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
17 yards.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And some room to work. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but look at the big man rumble, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Terrence Ferguson, 73 yards, and the Rams get a bit closer. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Texans 21, Rams 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
27-yard line.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Let's go.
Play action. Stroud now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Out for tonight. 19 Texans. Under.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2nd and 3.
Here's Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man down the field is Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. 1 point, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And good for 22 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
Stroud.
Up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Down the field, he's got Noel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And got his man. Is caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Jalen Noel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Rams 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. Johnston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So
there he goes, right side. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's too small. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
They run straight ahead with Kool1. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
all game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
It's fourth down.
19 targets, 19.
On fourth down, Johnston. That is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after the conversion on fourth, here's first and 10 just outside of the red zone. Operating from the gun, Johnston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Houston.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a first and 10 all the way across midfield.
Tony. Hey. 11.
Stroud looking to throw. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
52-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Gibbs straight ahead. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 239 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3rd and 12.
Buggy. Here we go. 18. That's up. Look at high. 19 Texas. You speed left. Hey, south. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud to throw it. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Come on.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Johnston. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, here's Kool1. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Johnston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 37.
Operating from the gun, Johnston. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now they'll audible to something else.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Isaac to Slaw. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Rams, 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Stroud. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Off play action. Stroud. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hand off down to Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams 18. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Off the play fake. Stroud. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9. Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it's Gibbs. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He's pushed out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
All right.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
Under. Two J.
Tight dog.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.